Okay, so today is Monday, April 27th, and we are going to go over audio comments and how to use audio comments to give feedback to your students in this remote learning environment. So I gotta move my screen over. I have two screens going, so I'm gonna try to see you guys at the same time as I'm sharing my screen to you. Okay, so what I'd like to do first is show you a few Chrome extensions that you should install that will allow you to give audio comments to your students. And when I say audio comments, it means you're going to speak the feedback and then it'll type it automatically for you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Let me see here. Actually, hold on a second. I got the two screens going and I got to figure out which 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 screen I want to share. Okay, so do you see my screen? I'm going to go to
Yes.
okay. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do, we're going to talk about this Mote Chrome extension. So if you go to the Chrome Web Store and you search the store for Mote, M-O-T-E, this Chrome extension, I already have it installed, but you would install it through your Google account. And once it's installed, you will see a little icon at the where you're able to provide audio comments. Let me just check because I was playing around with my Chrome extensions before. Let me just make sure that it's enabled. Okay. And once it's installed, do you see up top? I don't know if you can see it up here on the Chrome
Yes, I see it.
browser. There's a
Mm-hmm.
little purple circle with an M in it. That means
Yes.
that Chrome extension is installed. So when you install Chrome extensions, they live in your browser and you'll see them displayed at the top right. So Mote is a nice Chrome extension. It's fairly new and it's very, very easy to use. So all you do is I'm going to go into a Google Doc and let me refresh my page. Now I can do this in a Google Doc. I could do it in Google Classroom. It's probably better if I do it in Google Classroom, but I'll show you there as well. So if you're in a Google Doc and you want to make comments and give kids feedback within their content, all right, what you can do here is highlight the text that you want to leave feedback on and hit the plus sign here to add a comment in the margin. And then you'll see a little Mote icon here. And if I tap this, okay, it's going to allow me to record my feedback. So this is a test, this is a test, this is a test to show you how to use the Mote Chrome extension in a Google Doc. And what it's going to do, then I click comment, and what it's going to do is it's going to give you a link. It'll provide you with a link. See this little plus, this little arrow here? That's the play icon, and it will give you like a dictation of what you said for the students. So if I wanted to hear it back, all I do is click on play. And I don't know if you heard that.
No, we couldn't hear it.
Yeah, you didn't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can play it back. And if something after you play it back or after you see the dictation here in the comment, if something is wrong, you can click edit and you can go back in and you can, revise it. And
Also,
then up,
Kim, it doesn't. You did say it. Okay, okay. So I got a little confused there. You said it takes your voice and turns it into text. It doesn't give them a voice recording.
it does both.
Oh,
You
that's pretty
just,
cool. Okay.
yeah, you just didn't hear it because it's under me. So after this is over, we'll have you guys use the Mote extension so you can actually see how it works. All
Perfect.
right. But yeah, so in this particular example in a Google Doc comment, it'll show the dictation of what I said, and then it'll give a little like a play button for the students to listen to your audio comment. So that's really like you don't have to type anything. The only way you would, only the only thing if you wanted to type something is if you wanted to edit this comment and then make changes to what you said, you can, type your revision in here, but you don't even have to do that. Um, so that's great, and that's in Google Docs, and that'll go in like a Google slide, that'll go into a Google sheet as well. So it's not just limited to Google Docs, okay? So if you go to, into a Google Doc sheet or slide, and you'll be able to use the Mote extension. Now, the nice thing is that you can use it in Google Classroom. And I know in Google Classroom, a lot of people are using the private comments. So if I go into Google Classroom, let me refresh my page here. And let me go into, let's see, wait a second, hold on. Come on. I don't know, my connection today is really slow. It's really slow. Like this is really killing me. Oh, this is a material. Okay, so let me go into an assignment. So if I go into an assignment like you're going to go into, and you'll see your class roster here on the left side, and then you'll see all the students' work that they turned in. And come on, this is painful. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's wait. Let me go back. Let me get out of this because this is not responding. Let's see. Let me go back in to Google Classroom. I'll go into a smaller class and I click on the classwork page and I open up an assignment. I hope this loads. Look, I'm locked up. Okay, so let's go into an assignment when it loads. Don't you love technical difficulties? All right, let's just
Especially
do
when you're
this.
presenting.
I know, right?
Those are the best.
It tests your, how
When
you
you're in front of
react.
20 something kids. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go. Here we go. Hopefully it opens. Keep your fingers crossed now.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm following along with you so I can see what you're talking about. So I'm in my student work assignments.
Okay, good. All right, so now I'm in my student work. All right, and let's just say I click on a student. Okay. Now, right here in the private comments, I should be like before it worked. I should be able to use the extension to add a private comment in here. So for some reason, this extension
Okay.
is not working in here. So there's another extension that you can download. All right. And it's called, so you have to go to the Chrome Web Store and download this extension called Talk and comment. And I test all these things, but if the Mote extension doesn't work in the Google Classroom private comment, which it looks like it doesn't, you can certainly use this other extension. So in the Chrome Web Store, you download this Talk and Comment Chrome extension. And when
Mhm.
you install that, the little blue circle icon up at the top right with the microphone is going to be visible. And that's the Talk and Comment. Now, this one you can use anywhere. So it's not just limited to Google Docs or Sheets or Slides like Mote is, but you can use it anywhere. So if I'm in Google Classroom, I can use it in this setting right now because the icon hovers over on the right side. So it kind of stays off to the side, and it's hidden so that you don't really it doesn't interfere with your workflow. And when you want to use it, you just click on it. And now
Mhm.
I'm using the Talk and Comment Chrome extension to leave a private comment in Google Classroom. And what it should do is it should process the video, and you see here it gives you a link. So this is what I like. It gives you the link, you copy the link, and then you can paste it into the private comment and send that to the student. So now when the student opens up that assignment, the student just clicks play and hears your feedback.
Oh,
So
okay. I
this,
wanted to let you. Sorry, I wanted to let you. My mode worked on the comments.
okay, it could
My
have
mode
like,
showed up.
yeah, because before it showed up for me. So I don't know if it has something to do with the bandwidth or
Yeah, it's probably
whatnot,
having a hard time. Yeah,
you know?
because I've downloaded both already. They're already on my thing, and I see the mode one at the bottom when I click on an individual student to give them a comment. Pretty cool.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that you shared that. I'm thinking I'm going crazy here.
Yeah, no, it's probably you haven't. Yeah.
So it's probably my bandwidth. So if anywhere you see the little purple icon with the M in it for Mote, you can use that extension to leave an audio comment to your students. All right. The text and the talk and comment icon that kind of hovers over here on the side of your screen, that's going to be anywhere. So you can use that, like, say, on Twitter and Facebook. You can use that in an email, so it's not limited to just Google Classroom or Google Docs. It's really for anywhere. And that's good for students that, like, just say, for example, a student like broke his arm and he can't type. That would be a good Chrome extension to tell them to download so that they can dictate what they
Voice.
want to type.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that, these two are very powerful. Um, and thanks, Kiwi, for confirming that it did work in the private comments in the Google
Mhm.
Classroom. So those are two ways that you can leave audio comment. And another way to leave an audio comment is with this web tool called Vocaroo. And this is not a Chrome extension. It's a website that you go to. So it's vocar.com. And all you do is you record your voice here. This is a test to show you how to use Vocaroo. And you can play it back. And if you like it, you can click save and share, and it'll give you, a link to the audio file. So again, you can copy this link and put it into your private comment in Google Classroom. You can even download this audio if you wanted to. So if you were given like directions for students for an assignment
Mhm.
and you wanted to keep that audio file, you can do it in Vocaroo and then download it to your device, and then you always have it. It's an MP3 file, and it'll get saved to your device, and then you can keep it and upload it multiple times or whatnot. But it's there because I think these links in Vocaroo eventually expire, but not quick. Like, you have like months and months and months. It might be up to a year that you can use these links in Vocaroo. And then if you don't like it, you just delete it, and you know, you can record it again. So this is another test I want to show you about Vocaroo. This little icon here will allow you to copy the link, and then you can go back into Google Classroom and then just paste the link,
Okay.
and they'll see the link here. Okay, they don't see a play button like the other two tools. They'll see a link to Vocaroo, and it'll take them to the website and open up in a new tab. All right, so you keep that in mind too. It actually takes them to a new tab in their browser to hear the audio. Um, Again, you could share it. I don't think you would want to share it on Facebook, but Twitter, you can get a QR code. So for directions, if you wanted to um, do something cool with the kids, even if you were going to do like a scavenger hunt and you wanted them to do a QR code scavenger hunt, you can create your audio and then get the QR code for the audio. And then you can, post that in Google Classroom, or you can make like a hyperdoc for your kids to listen to different scenarios on whatever you're trying to do. So, like, this is a nice way to create QR codes for your audio file. So
Mm.
easy, right?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. So, what else did I have here? All right. So, voice typing. So, you can also do voice typing in a Google Doc. So, let me go down to the next page so you don't see all that stuff there. All right. So voice typing is always available in your Google Files. You go to Tools, and then voice typing is right here. So just say you wanted to, um, I don't know, you wanted to, instead of type in a paragraph, you wanted to say it. You can use the voice typing tool, and you can start typing or start saying what you want, period, and then move on to the next topic, period, next line. You need to know the commands in order to say what you want it to do, period, next line. Go to the next line. Okay, so I will give you a link to a help article for voice typing in a Google Doc so that you know how to command it, because you need to know how to command it so that it puts in the period or the commas, or you want it to break to a new line. And then when I'm done, I hit stop, and then it stops. So just say, like, you like I was just say you were in a meeting and you wanted to keep notes. You can do the voice type in, and anything that it hears, it'll document. So you don't have to take notes on a piece of paper. You can actually use the Google tool, voice typing tool, to document what the conversation is in the meeting. So it's just a nice little way to type something and get it down if you need to. If you have accessibility issues or whatnot, you can do the voice typing. Like I said, I hear a lot of people complaining about the amount of time it is to take to give the kids feedback. So these are just different strategies that can help you with that. Um, so the voice typing is nice. Again, if your students have problems typing, you can tell them to use this tool to complete your work. So there's really not an excuse. They can actually do the voice typing. Any questions so far? Are you guys good?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Definitely
One
a lot
last
easier.
thing. It's easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
One last thing I want to show you is in Google Classroom. Um, so there's a comment bank in Google Classroom. Did you guys know that?
No.
Okay, Jen's shaking. Jen's nodding her head. Yes.
I have seen it, but I just haven't used it. But it definitely would be helpful for certain assignments where a lot of the kids are doing the same thing wrong. So I'm excited to see this actually.
Yeah. Let me find an assignment and a class. So a comment bank, you can actually create your own comment bank in a Google Doc. And any comments that you feel like that you're always repeating, you can create them in a Google Doc and then copy the comment from the doc and then paste it into the private comment of the assignment in Google Classroom too. So you can create your own comment bank. I don't know. Let's see. I have to find an assignment. So when you use a comment bank, it's really for when students turn attachments in into an assignment. So they have to create an assignment and they have to have a document turned in. So let me see what this is. Okay, so I don't know, we'll use this one.
Nobody did it.
Nobody did it.
Nobody did it.
So here's my, okay, so once you find an assignment and your students did the assignment, they completed it and turned it in. All right. You can go into their document through that assignment detail screen and you come to the feedback grading tool here. So this is the document that they created. All right. This part up top here is going to allow you to scroll through the class, the students. All right. And you can sort this by, first name, last name, or status. The arrows here are going to let you go to the next student or the previous student. All right. Here you can see that there's only one file that this student turned in. If she had multiple files, they would be listed here under the files section. I can give a grade to the student here. All right. And if I wanted to change the points, I can, the point value. But here I can add private comments. Again, see the Mote Chrome extension. So I can use Mote here to create my audio comment as well. But I'm going to show you the comment bank. So in this little panel here, okay, the second panel, you're going to click on this icon that looks like a comment. All right. And that's the comment bank. And the comment bank is a collection of all your comments that you repeatedly give to your students all the time. So you don't have to type it every single time for all the kids. You just type it one time and then you can copy this comment and you can paste it into the private comment. So here I can add to the bank. So if I click add to the bank, what's a common comment you're giving your students, Jen?
Make sure you have at least 5 sentences.
Okay, so I'm going to type that in and click add. And now you can see that it added it to the bank as well as all of my other comments here. Okay, so now this student, what I want to do is let me move this icon out of the way. Link, no, it won't let me. What I want to do is click on the 3 dots. It's interfering with the icon. It won't let me move it. Move. All right, there we go. And I'm going to copy the comment to the clipboard. Okay, so if I click on copy to the clipboard, now I can go back into the grading part of the document and I can add the private comment right in here and just paste it. And then I click post. So now I'm using my comment bank to copy and paste the comments into the grading part of the document. And that student will see, that private comment in the assignment. Now you can also do this you don't, this is all within Google Classroom. Okay. So if you have a co-teacher, the comment bank's not shared with the co-teacher. So if you're working with somebody else and you want to have consistent comments across your classes, you may need to make like a shared Google Doc file with that teacher, and then copy and paste from that shared Google Doc file into the grading part for the student,
Mhm.
because their comment bank is going to be different than your comment bank. You can't share the comment bank, even though you're a co-teacher. If I wanted to, take this comment out, all I do is click on the three dots, I hit delete, and it removes that comment from the comment bank. If I wanted to edit the comment, I can click on the three dots and hit edit, and I can, remove the information that I want and hit save, and now it reflects that change. So if you hit search here, it'll filter out your comments. So if I type in something that starts with a SEN, it's going to filter out the results accordingly. So, you'll be able to, you don't have to remember exactly what you typed in for the comment, just kind of put in, what you think that the most important part, like a keyword, and it'll filter it out. What I try to tell people to do is give your comments like a code. So like for example here, I have D. D equals doesn't make sense, check again. CA means capital letters, check for capital letters. SP, check spelling. So if you give your comments like different codes, then when I filter it, it'll filter out by the code. So it's easier to find. You don't have to remember exactly, oh no, what did I say this word in my comment or whatnot. If you use a code, it'll filter it out by the code. I know ELA teachers, like there's different codes that you use for grammar and things like that. So you can, follow those codes and make it into your comment bank too. But this is a nice feature. And I didn't really show anybody because nobody's really at this point right now. We have people that are just starting to use Google Classroom, and this really is not like a beginner feature. It's more of an intermediate advanced, in my opinion. So, that's why I didn't show anybody this, and I left it on the agenda today because some people are ready to use it. But the comment bank will save you time because you can copy and paste your comments into private comments. And you can also, if you wanted to go back into the grading, a lot of people don't know this either, but do you see here I'm on the file section and there's like a little icon to open her file into a new window? All right, if I wanted to make comments in here, I can, but if I want to see her whole entire screen, the whole entire file without being in this grade and feedback shell, I click on that icon and it takes me right into a Google Doc, her Google Doc, and now I see it in full screen mode without being in Google Classroom. So, keep that in mind too, because sometimes you may want to see her full screen in a Google Doc rather than seeing it in the feedback grading tool. But you can leave comments in here too for your students. All right. It's just a little bit different. It's not, you're limited to see what you're limited within this screen here. So it's up to you. It's definitely a preference, but the comment bank is a great way to start building your own comments specific to your classes and your students. And then the Mote extension, the talk and comment extension, and the Vocaroo website, and the comment bank, and the voice typing in Google Docs. So you have all of those options, and the kids can use them too. So make sure you share that with the kids. I mean, the voice typing in the Google Docs and Google Slides, that may be helpful for some. And maybe
Mhm.
the talk and comment Chrome extension may be helpful for some as well. Do you guys have any questions?
No. I have a question, but it's about something else. When we're done with the recording, if you can give me like 2 minutes about Google Classroom.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
having
gonna
a hard
stop.
time with an assignment.
All right. So I'm back.
This is
Guys see
perfect.
me now, right?
Yeah, it was really
Okay.
good. I like it.
Really good? You guys felt
Yeah.
like it was helpful?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Okay. So
Mhm.
I think I'm going to take this and offer it again, like toward the end of the week, because I
Yeah.
think people, like, people are, they're not available, whatever. And then at least it gives them another chance to come in. Cause I think these tools are definitely going to save a lot of time in
Mhm.
giving the kids feedback. Cause that's what we're focusing on now,
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. All right. I'm going to stop recording.